I can do music. Just do 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 do. No, anybody there?
Was like the best part of that.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's fantastic, made of plastic.
You can wrap Thor's hair, undress him many. Well, wait, hold on.
Well, hey.
Not for another 3 months. Not for another 3
Consenting
months.
everywhere.
Imagination, life is your creation.
Come on, Forzy, let's go party.
Restart that iPad because
God.
it is sad that I'm singing like this and my voice is so good.
I don't know if I would say it's good.
I wouldn't say it's awful. Well, yeah, I would say it's awful. Just pitchy. I was a little pitchy. That's all it is.
Into the light, music is our fantasy. We'll make this moment last forever. All these stars tonight, I'm falling also suddenly. The time is now or never. Reach into the light, music is our fantasy. We'll make this moment last forever. We're only stars tonight. 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 I'm falling off suddenly. The time is now or never. Reach into the light. The music is our fantasy. We'll make this moment last forever. We're only stars tonight. I'm falling off so suddenly. The time is now or never. Reach into the light. The music is our fantasy. We'll make this moment last forever. We're only stars tonight. I'm falling off so suddenly. The time is now or never. Reach into the light. The music is our fantasy. We'll make this moment last forever. The world is ours tonight.
Good morning, I woke up feeling bruised again. I can't find where the blues on my skin. Your eyes, they're a wide open vein of disdain for all of the colors I paint on gray. Your words I hear loud and clear, mine unheard. You won't leave me to silence if I walk away first. With you is not my home. It's time you let me go. With you is not my home. It's time you let me With you is not my home. It's time you let me go. With you is not my home. It's time you let me go.
Does the lead singer of that song seem angry to you?
Very angry.
Very emo. Let's go!
The time has come.
Distance nerding.
Oh, what is going on, everybody out there in internet land?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now invading all of your ear holes and
All
some
the
of
ears.
your optic regions.
All the holes. We're coming in all the holes.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening and watching to, I guess, Distant Nerding.
He's Ice Full.
He's young Phil.
And he's the Jamez 5000.
And we're here to nerd together.
Together.
Nailed it.
Always together. We're talking about anything pop culture, movies, food, music, wrestling, gaming. I don't know what else. Food? I'm just hungry. Maybe more food. Whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Guys, got to follow us on all the social medias that exist. If it is there, we exist and we are there. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Discord, all at Distance Nerding.
Linktree.
It says Linktree, but I mean, it's, can you really find us at Linktree?
It's just fun to say.
Are you saying that because you want a Linktree now too? Because I said it? I think you should get a Linktree? No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. The only thing I want on my customized Distance Learning background is your face with a couple hearts above it.
I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that.
I don't know if I'm okay with that though. I'm just not that I'm jealous, but more so James with hearts, the guy who complains about not getting invited to his own show.
Well, as you can see, there are 2 open spaces. You have one here for him and then one here for you. So there's still room. There's still room in Forza's heart.
Not saying that we're going to add you, young Phil, but I'm just saying there's room for, like, maybe we're going to add Eugene from Behind the Mask since he's in the chat, or maybe Tyler since he's in the chat.
Sure, since you can, pronounce his name.
Hey, man, that's rude. Don't be rude.
Or
just
the
because you got a
Husbeard
brand new
Graveyard.
haircut. Yeah, or Grave. Grave is in the chat. I don't know about Gravy. Gravy makes fun of me a lot.
You know why? Gravy is still a beautiful, bearded, just glorious, gorgeous of a man.
I think he makes fun of me because I can't grow a beard, so it's like beard shaming. He's beard shaming me is what he's doing.
He doesn't make fun of you because he doesn't make fun of anybody, because his beard is so righteous and so holy it prevents evil thoughts from entering his head.
See,
that's how he's able to withstand so much horror, because all that bearded holiness just fights it off.
You see, that's the truth of things, James. That is the truth and how the truth actually works. Okay.
The truth is, I don't like your haircut. That's the truth.
Oh, you don't like my haircut?
I don't know.
I think
I needed some kind of comeback.
Look, young Phil clearly plays the part, and he's sporting the Force part. I love it.
He plays the part of victim. That's what he plays.
You know what? On top of that, I do. Do you do a hard part?
I do. Yes.
I do a hard pass on your haircut. I'm just kidding.
James is
just coming in hot
today. Look at that.
Spicy.
Yes. Well, since no one else is going to do this, I will. So on deck, we have the Geek End update.
KyberCon is coming.
Lights, camera, reaction.
This is the way to Mandalorian Season 3 trailer.
Oh, Baby Yoda and all its greatness and goodness. Starting rumors.
Is the new Starfield game getting the crunch?
God, I hope not. And the download.
Warner Brothers is still, Warner Brothers-ing. Oh, no.
But first, how about some shout outs?
Oh, well, hold on. There's a soundbite for that. So let me get a shout out.
Shout out to Poddex. In fact, this episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are a unique interview, question, and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddex.com. Use code nerding10 and get 10% off, whether that's 10% off the Poddex themselves, like the actual decks, or maybe it's the app subscription, maybe it's a t-shirt or hat or coffee mug or whatever you want to get that is Poddex related. Use code nerding10, get 10% off. So good.
So amazing.
It's amazeballs. In addition, we want to make a huge shout out to the very thing that grants young Phil all the energy in the world. Now this morning,
a hard fart.
This this morning I promised the sexy voice for this, so here it comes. Now, shout out to Dubby. Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drink created to help your focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Now, Dubby contains no maltodextrin and sugar, no fillers, artificial colors, or dyes. What does that mean? That means it is low carb, it is keto safe, and it is good for you. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. And also, don't forget, use the code NERDING10 for 10% off at your checkout. That is Dubby, code NERDING10. And last bit of a reminder, because I say it every week, it's the very thing that provides Master Roshi's focus and perversion. Dubby, code NERDING10. Yeah.
I hate you,
Roshi.
old man. Well, guys, now you may be asking yourself, what makes Dubby different from other gaming supplements? Well, I'm going to answer that right for you right now. You know, Dubby is one of the few drinks that contains Neurofactor, a neurotropic derived from coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Guys, like Forrest just said, you got to go to Dubby.gg and use that code NERDING10 to get 10% off. The flavor count is rising every day.
Young Phil, how many flavors now are there of Dubby?
There are now 7, count them, 7 delicious flavors of Dubby. There's 5 in the picture right there. I got to take a new picture because there's 7 flavors now. So to add on, guys, I'm just going to throw the flavors out there. We've got the Dub Sludge. We've got the Passion Joy Tea. We've got the Beach and Peach. We've got the Dragonade. We've got the Galaxy Grenade, Push and Punch, which I've been on for the last couple of weeks. But now, the latest flavor, Big Energy Tears. It's a thing. Big Energy Tears. Look at that.
Beautiful.
And Big Energy Tears, if you're wondering what the tears of Big Energy are, they taste like blue raspberry, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds quite blue.
I know, right? So, moving on from here, guys, I'm going to do a taste test because I have not opened this yet. It's brand new. It's still got the seal on it. I was planning on doing a taste test on Instagram, but you know what? I ended up just saving it for the show.
Nice. You know, they could like remix a song for that very flavor. Got blue, got Dubby, Abu Dai, got Dubby, Abu Dai. It's blue. Like my
Gonna
background.
let you keep that going until we let you stop, or the silence gets super awkward up in here.
You know what the best part of today's episode already is just James has decided that he is now a singer.
What do you mean?
He's
decided?
not only is he a singer, he is hella savage tonight. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I know.
Savage James.
He is savage. You are
He
a savage.
is he Randy Savage?
Oh yeah!
Dig it like you dig your fingers into the Dubby. Oh yeah, and then lick them up, Miss Elizabeth. Lick them up.
Jammers 5000 brings a little excitement. Oh, the spice. Step into your Dubby. Ooh, yeah.
Lick your fingers. Oh, he likes the Dubby. All right, okay. We're messing up the Dubby. You got the new one. What's the new flavor?
What's the new flavor? Because you weren't listening at all when I was just talking about it.
No, I do production when I'm not talking. So
Oh, is that what it is?
yeah, I don't listen to you actually.
Yes.
Savage.
Mm.
There you go. Well, guys, blue raspberry is the flavor of Big Energy Tears. So let's go ahead and give it a little mixeroo here.
We hear the tinkle of the mason jar glass.
So it's not the Peter tingle, it's the Philippe tingle.
Yes.
Okay.
For all
Reference?
you people at home, he's just staring at the glass jar now.
It's pretty good.
Awesome.
I'm looking.
It's great.
I'm looking at the glass jar, but I'm not seeing blue.
It's because they don't put the artificial colors in there. So like the whole thing is it's not a blue. It's kind of like a milky, you know.
Oh,
It's not like appealing.
you sure
color
that's
wise.
Debbie?
Oh yeah, it tastes like blue raspberry. It tastes good.
Maybe you should. You know, Cam down in the chat says add the other 5 flavors. That would make it the Dubby Suicide Squad. Just saying. It's the second time I've used that joke now.
It's not like a Dubby Voltron. You can't just like start adding more and like create a big monster Dubby. Well, I guess you could.
No,
We've done it
you
before.
can add.
I've done it before. Then 2 new flavors came out. I did it. I put all 5 flavors together.
That's
There
what
are
I'm
now
saying.
7 flavors. So I'm going to be at some point, maybe this Tuesday.
You could do Dubby flavors that complement each other. Like if there were like a Dubby lemonade, you could have Dubby raspberry. So you could have Dubby's raspberry lemonade.
Well, that's what I usually do. I usually complement flavors, or like if I get really wild, I'll just take multiple flavors and just take random flavors and try it. I think Thursday, just because Cam has been wanting this for a while, with the 2 new flavors, I think I'm gonna mix all 7 together. So on Thursday, I'll be putting all 7 flavors together.
Cool. Before you do that, you got to get the Kwame voice going. Talk about let our powers combine. Fire.
So do you like it? Like you have what 7 flavors? Where does this land in your list?
So it's not a bad flavor. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites.
Wow.
I probably put this. See, because the thing is none of the flavors are bad. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what's bad is this coughing. I keep having to mute myself. But I'm
yeah,
just saying.
right. I probably put this. I don't know because my top 2 flavors right now are Push and Punch and Dragonade. Right, like those are my top 2 flavors.
I have to try that Dragonade. I have to try it.
Yeah.
You can try it off Philippe's fingers.
You know, when I get there in April, I might just do that for you.
Well, live on the show.
Not for him. Not for him.
No.
For you.
There you go. It'll be on the OnlyFans channel. So everybody look out for that.
That'll be the only content on OnlyFans that's just not pictures of Derek.
Oh, people are leaving the chat. This is not good. We should move on.
Flavor wise, it's definitely blue raspberry. I mean, like there's a very strong flavoring of blue raspberry. I think this probably would have benefited. Oh, excuse me.
Whew.
I think this probably would have benefited from either being a limeade or being another lemonade.
Just bark. What happened there? Raz blueberry. Arr! That's a new flavor. Arr!
It's got a lot of bite.
I love it. Arr! Okay, sorry.
Roar.
But again, I think it probably would have benefited from being like a limeade.
Oh, okay.
If it would have had like a little bit of like tart citrusy to it, it probably would have been a little bit better. But like, it's not a bad flavor though. Like it's good. I definitely will continue drinking it. I definitely want to try this with the Dragonade because I think that the Dragonade would complement it really well. But again, Dragonade and Push and Punch are still my top 2.
You're such a sommelier of Dubby drinks. Oh, mix this with a nice salmon. Mix this with some.
Mix
some
this with a
current fruit.
McRib.
Yes, McRib. When McRib's in season.
And this flavor goes extremely well with pickled pork rinds.
Oh, there you go.
Dubby is proud to present Fruitquake.
All right,
All
so
right,
it's not your favorite, but you liked it. Okay.
25 minutes. We're still on Dubby. We got to move forward.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yeah, Graveyard said, "Can James lick his finger and stare into the camera for me, please?"
Do it.
I
for
can,
Graveyard. Do it for
but
Graveyard.
you gotta pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't give it away for free.
But
Only
what
if you
type-
put up potato in your mouth, Grave.
Well, I was
then
gonna say,
maybe.
what type of payment would you want? Would you like a braided beard clipping of his?
Yeah, and then I just like super glue it to mine. That'd be great. I
I
like
want to
that.
see what James would look like with a beard. Like I want to see what James would look like with a legit beard.
Probably like a crazy Viking. is
Like
my
a full
guess.
on like
Because
cheeks
then
and all that.
he wouldn't look like a 12-year-old anymore. So it's just like
Poor
I
guy.
mean,
poor guy. Think about it, right? I just de-aged him by 30 years with that right there.
Truth.
all right,
Oh my
so
God.
it sounds like we're gonna move on to the Geekend update. That's great.
And then Tater is saying mix it with lumpia.
So who's screaming Geekend update into their house tonight?
I mean, the only person who makes the most sense to do, because ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Geek
KyberCon 3 is coming February 11th, noon to 5 at the Fairview Middle School in Fairfield, California. Forrest, you should change your plane ticket. Get out here earlier.
Yeah, seriously.
The consideration has been made. Continue.
Meet
Yeah,
the
I remember.
only Squid Game actor to come to the United States to see you in his only U.S. appearance. John D. Michaels, aka VIP1, will be here in his only con U.S. appearance. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be hosted by Tommy Bechtold from New Rock Stars. Oh
Mhm.
my
Right.
goodness!
Yeah, this is quite the big deal. I mean, we've got John D. Michaels, Tommy Bechtold. This is all at KyberCon. Come on, it's not like this isn't SAC Anime. This isn't MegaCon Orlando. This is a big deal to be at a con this size. No
Exactly.
joke. I mean, this is not something you guys want to miss. Spread the word. Let folks know. KyberCon 3. It's going to be amazing.
It's gonna be awesome.
And then
Philippe and I will be chiming in a little bit on the mics, maybe on the ones and twos.
I was gonna say because we are supposed to be just kind of co-hosting, but not really, kind of backup hosting for Tommy Bechtel, right? But mostly I'm gonna be there DJing because DJ Anonymous is back in the building.
That is gonna be awesome. Now, does DJ Anonymous also have a Unipool costume?
You know what, man? I don't know about DJing as Unipool, but in the past I have DJ'd with the Deadpool mask on.
Oh,
I did an entire show with the Deadpool mask on. It was great.
That would be pretty sick.
That
That would
was-
be pretty sick.
And that was back in 2012. So this was like before the first movie came out. This is like before everybody was like big on Deadpool and everything like that. You know,
Mhm.
like this is before it was cool to be a Deadpool fan.
Golly, this was back when Young Phil was actually Young Phil.
I was 25. So yeah, I was about that.
Yeah. It would have been young,
Wow.
like really Young Phil.
But
Right.
that's not it for KyberCon 3. We're gonna have some celebrities there. You can meet the Tusken Raider himself from the original. You can meet an original Star Wars actor there, Alan Fernandez, who played the Tusken Raider that rode on the Bantha. You know, that'll be awesome. You can come meet him.
Nice.
You can come meet Josh Pila, who's a world-class flow artist. So, Forrest, explain flow, because it's not just sabers, right? It could be fire. It could be, glow
Yeah,
stick.
so in a nutshell, so flow artistry is when somebody takes a weapon and they do spins, tosses, tricks around the back behind, as long as the item is continuing to spin in the hands of the flow artist and it continues to move, and you could do like tricks with it without stopping, and they don't smack themselves in the face like the movie Sidekicks.
Oh
It's
shit.
See what I did there? I watched it recently. That's why it's considered flow art. So yeah, come definitely see the flow artist Joshua Pila. And honestly, guys, flow artistry takes a long time to get right.
Yeah.
These guys practice for hours and hours and hours every day to do this, to perform for y'all. So definitely give them a shout out and take footage once you see them. Next.
Yeah, I remember back when I was a DJ, that there's a lot of flow artists that are in like just in the rave scene in general. Like, there's a lot of poi and fire spinning and things like that. So I mean, just watching the artistry of it is amazing.
Awesome. That's cool. So you can come check his performance out. We're also getting a performance by Sammy Hall of Famer Mr. Hooper, kind of local hip hop artist here in the Sacramento area.
Very
On
cool.
top of that, there's going to be a Saber demo from Twilight Nights. Oh my gosh. I think they
Heard
just
nothing
got
but
added.
good things about them.
Yeah. Philippe, you saw them, right?
Yeah, so they performed at the Merced Film Festival.
That's right.
And actually, Fours, there was a performance from Mrs. Fours.
I understand Dave from Kyber Cave
Yeah.
After Dark got himself a piece of the Twilight Nights as well.
And that's where I was gonna go with that. So Dave and Aubrey had a performance. They had a choreographed fight scene.
Which I still
And-
have yet to see.
Oh yeah, and there's a video of it. I want to say Brad has it, but either way, so while Twilight Nights, they did a. It wasn't really a performance. They did like a demo, and it was like saber dueling, right? Like everybody was dueling,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
Dave was like, "I want a piece of this," and he was like, "I haven't fought in so long," and he wanted to fight, right? And I remember the guy who runs Twilight Nights was like, "Does he have a mask?" And he's like, "No," but he said he doesn't need one. He goes, "It's on him."
Oh, jeez.
So he goes and fights this guy, dual wielding sabers, and dude, he was wrecking shop. Like Dave is a beast.
So Twilight Nights, they're cool. They're good sports. They like to have fun, just like everybody down at Kyber Cave, right? Just having a good time with sabers.
Having a great
So that's
time.
super cool. I think on top of that, there's going to be vendors. So it's going to be like toy vendors, retro vendors, hourly giveaways.
On the
The
hour?
show, yeah. I think the show's only like 6 hours long. So there's going to be giveaways like every hour. So that's even awesome.
Golly.
And they do giveaways like we do giveaways.
Exactly. So
Actually,
and then
what's funny is some of the giveaways that we had were from KyberCon 2 last year.
exactly. I'm
Best
trying to think-
combat saber contest. So if Dave shows up and wrecks shit, then he's guaranteed to win something.
Exactly. Like
Dave will be there.
he's gonna be doing a lot of apologizing. Sorry about that.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure Dave is going to be there because he was there last year, and again, he had a whole lightsaber demo that he did. So I mean,
That's awesome. So again, it's gonna be awesome. We got John D. Michaels from Squid Game, Tommy Beckhold from New Rock Stars, Ellen Fernandez from Star Wars, Joshua Pila, flow artist, performance from Mr. Hooper, hip hop artist, performance from Twilight Nights. This is gonna be awesome.
KyberCon 3, guys, February 11th from noon to 5 at Fairville Middle School in Fairfield, California.
I like it.
I like it as well. I like it a lot.
Like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I do.
All right, are you ready to get into some trailer time?
Yes.
I'm ready for some trailer time because, guys, let's get into the meat of the show. You are now watching the download, and it is time
For the download.
getting into the meat of the show right here, guys. We're starting off with one of the newer segments that we have, but it's so much damn fun, guys. Lights, camera, reaction. Oh, we're doing this, and the trailer that we have this week, Mandalorian season 3.
Oh my gosh. Bring it. Let me get him. Let me get him real quick. Come here, Baby Yoda. There we go.
The Grogs.
We're ready.
No,
Remember that like 2-month span where like, what is this Baby Yoda's name? Is it Baby Yoda? Is it not Baby Yoda? Is it
It's
something
always
else?
Baby Yoda.
That was such like a fun time. Like nobody knew his name except for like Jon Favreau.
Because technically he doesn't have a race, which is I'm wondering if season 3 they actually like name what the race is called.
I kind of hope they don't. I like the mystery of it all.
Right.
All right, are we gonna get into this? What are we gonna do?
Well,
Yes.
it looks like you have a this is the Opsis Mandoopsis.
Oh, you want a Mandoopsis? This is the Opsis Mandoopsis.
This is the Opsis Mandoopsis. Synopsis.
The journey of the Mandalorian through the Star Wars galaxy continues once a lone bounty hunter, Din Djarin, has reunited with Grogu. Meanwhile, the New Republic struggles to lead the galaxy away from its dark history. The Mandalorian will cross paths with old allies and make some new enemies as he and Grogu continue their journey together.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Fours is once again excited about Star Wars. About friggin' time.
So
Yeah.
again, like I do with every trailer, right? Initial reactions before we get into the trailer here. Forrest, what's your initial reaction?
It's Mando season 3, 10 out of 10. Let's go.
What about you, James?
I give it 10 Baby Yodas out of 10 Grogus.
And that's initial reactions, guys. They're giving ratings, and we haven't even watched the trailer yet. So I mean,
That's why I didn't give you like 10 what out of 10 what yet, because that's getting saved.
he's like, no, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. You have no choice here. All right, let's get into this trailer here, guys. Let's watch this. Turn that down. What is
Yeah.
this beautiful music we have going on in the background?
Oh, sorry. Let me mute my mic. That's my son playing a PS5 game. Let me mute.
I'm editing videos. Don't worry about me.
All right, let's get this trailer reaction.
Our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy. What are we?
Oh, look at
What do we stand for?
so many Mandalorians.
Oh my God, their armor looks amazing.
But it's all different colors.
Being a Mandalorian is not just learning about how to fight.
I'm watching
You
this
also have
trailer
to know
like
how to navigate the
Grogu's watching
galaxy.
hyperspeed.
That way,
Navarro,
You'll never be
what's
lost.
up? What's up, Philippe? You got your own planet? You don't. Navarro in the house.
Literally.
I'm going to Mandalore
Oh,
so that I may
here we-
be forgiven for my transgressions.
May the force be with you!
This is the way.
One line from the armorer caused this
There's
whole
something
season.
dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act,
Is
it'll
that
be too
Coruscant?
late.
The Jedi. TIE
Hang on,
interceptors.
kid.
Look out now. Oh, that was one of the Mandalorian ships. All the Death Watch.
This is the way.
Don't mess with Grogu. You can't mess.
Like in his baby carrier, and he's like, fuck, dude. Okay,
I
that
like-
was freaking beautiful, man. There's no other way to describe that. Like all the excitement of a movie in a trailer for a TV show, like this, they have completely changed what it's like to be a TV show in general.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Force is happy.
Okay, you know,
happy.
you know what the greatest thing ever is okay, so it's got these if you look at it, it's got these like different trailers. Like, hey, here's a video you should watch. Boom, distance nerding right there.
I love
Let's
it.
go.
I love that. It's recommending for people to watch our show.
That's awesome. So, did you notice all the Mandalorians, but their armor looked so patchworky, kind of like how Mando's was in season 1 before he got the Beskar, when it was just like kind of different colored, you know?
I wonder if that's a normal thing for Death Watch, because the thing is remember different colors stand for different clans within Mandalore, like on Mandalore,
Right.
right? So I don't know if it means that the different colors that we see in the trailer are because he's meeting up with different clans in Mandalore, or if that has something to do with just kind of the way Death Watch is and the way that they have, their armor's handed down, right? So
I think they're going to go where I was hoping they would go, and that Mando is uniting all the Mandalorians, no matter where they stand, who they stand against, or where they're from, whether they're blood tied, name tied, youngling tied, it doesn't matter. If they claim to be a Mandalorian, they are answering the call. This is what I've wanted since the start, for all the Mandalorians to reunite into under one banner. Please, God, let this happen.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
with that, watch this, James. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
With that, for this trailer, I give this 10 Grogu Beskar chain vests out of 10 Frodo Mithril chain vests.
The crossover. You did a crossover.
that is great.
Broke my ankles on that. You did a crossover. Oh my goodness.
That is great.
Dude, I'm super excited. Did you even notice the helmets were different? So some have that, classic T like Boba Fett style, like eye visor type thing, but some have that kind of more bird-like look. I think they're called the night owls or something like that.
Right. Well, so I mean, that's the whole thing, is that the armor, especially like the visors on the helmets, are we've seen they're very different looking, and like this is the first live action thing that we've seen where the visors are different, right? But I mean, for the most part, when you watch like Clone Wars, we've seen like different versions of the visor.
Right.
Speaking of different helmets, like, are you guys hoping that we get a little bit of Sabine in this?
Oh, so I hope at least her clan. Because we know Sabine's been cast. We know Sabine is going to be in the Ahsoka series. It takes place roughly around the same time. It would be cool to get a Sabine Wren reveal ahead of this, but the thing is that she's also been excised. So I don't know if unless there is like a whole uniting the clans, whoever you are, whether you're excised or not, if you claim to be Mandalorian, then you have a right to be back. If that's the case, if we're going in that direction, where one of my speculations, and this is one of my speculations at the end of season 2, is since Din has the Darksaber, does that mean that Bo-Katan is going to challenge him?
She has to. That's the whole lead up to this, is that like there's this weird tension, and is he going to turn it, or he tried to turn it over to her and he couldn't. So
right, because he doesn't understand the what's funny, because he has this whole reverence for being a Mandalorian, but it's like, the way that Death Watch sees it, he doesn't know the actual traditions on Mandalore in regard to having the Darksaber. So
he's not even from Mandalore. He's from Concordia,
right?
Which is one of the moons,
right? And I mean, because he's a foundling. He's also a foundling, so he wasn't brought up on Mandalore. He's never been to Mandalore.
Right.
He is Mandalorian, but I mean, not by blood, by creed. So I mean, like, that's the whole thing, is now learning the way that, like, the way of Mandalore, and going to Mandalore and having the Darksaber and being the one who has the right to rule Mandalore, and Bo-Katan being the one who wants to be the one in charge. Does that mean that even though he's helped her, and the whole thing is that dynamic is, she only wants to fight him for the right to rule, not because she has anything against him.
Right.
Which makes that relationship and that tension even like even more interesting. You know what I mean? Because there's no hate there. Like, there's no love loss. It's more like, I appreciate everything you've done, the help that you've given me, but at the same time, because you defeated the guy who had the Darksaber.
Moff Gideon.
Well, yeah, Moff Gideon. You defeated Moff Gideon. You took my right away from me, and I can only get that right back by combat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's going to be really interesting, and I love the way that Filoni and Favreau have written it to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think this is going to be the Mandalorian. Din Djarin kind of rallying Mandalorians, and it's like, hey, we're I'm going to say race, but we're a dying race. We need to come together to save our race or our beliefs, and put all the stuff that's dividing us and put it away, because it's either we get on the same page or we get wiped out.
Honestly, I wouldn't even say race. I would say our people.
Yeah,
Mandalorian are a people. Whether you see them as a race, as a belief, as a religion, it doesn't matter. They are a people, and I'm telling you, man, please let them unite under one banner. And the other thing, I really think Mando's quest for redemption on Mandalore, I think it's going to bring a very, very hard, clear understanding to the rest of the Mandalorians what being a Mandalorian is truly all about.
Right.
Not only that, whatever he finds on that planet, I really, really hope it links to Canderous Ordo. I really, really do.
Oh man,
What is that?
Please, for the love of God, bring Canderous in.
What
I
is-
know,
what is
like
So-
I know he's dead. I know he's dead. He's
Long dead.
what 4,000 years dead. But please have something from him in there.
Canderous Ordo is a old Republic Mandalorian that became Mandalore. He was the
Yep.
playable character, right? He was the character that was in. He was the character that was in your party, right?
He was Canderous in Knights 1, and he was Mandalore in Knights 2.
Right. And I remember he was actually Mandalore in Knights 2, but like he was,
Correct.
the one that was in your party and in the first game.
But
Right?
he is the legend among legends. Like he
Right.
is the single greatest Mandalorian who has ever lived. And I
He-
hope he becomes canon and becomes like what every Mandalorian aspires to be.
Right. Canderous Ordo is the man who united all of the clans the first time. And
He's like the Michael Jordan of Mandalorians.
kind of, man. He's the one who united all the clans and started the actual kind of, not kingdom is the wrong word. He started kind of the order in the way that like everything we know about modern Mandalorians in Star Wars in the time that we have now, it was all started with Canderous Ordo,
Gotcha.
because they were basically nomads before that point. They just basically traveled around the universe, and they were mercenaries, but they also just kind of, they were who am I like Genghis Khan. What is
They're they were savages too. They were conquerors, they were savages, they were warriors. They were the true definition of warriors.
So I
Not
could have
only
been
that,
I could have been a Mandalorian. 'cause
not
I'm
only
savage.
that, they
Hun.
were the only
that's what I was trying to the word I was trying to look for. They were like the Huns.
and the Mandalorians of old, especially in the times of the Old Republic, were the only clans of peoples who were able to stand toe to toe against Force users, Sith or Jedi.
It's
And
when
they
Beskar.
slaughtered some Sith.
Yeah, it's when they discovered Beskar, and the whole thing is it's when they started wearing Beskar armor was around that time.
Gotcha.
And again, Canderous Ordo started all of that. He's the one that started using Beskar armor and starting all the laws, like all the laws that the Death Watch follow now is stuff that Canderous Ordo started. Right.
But
And
I thought Death Watch the kind of extreme religious.
they're a cult.
version?
And the whole thing
Yeah.
is Death Watch is a cult that believes that the Mandalorians in general should go back to the time of Canderous Ordo, that their
Got it.
other
Okay.
beliefs should be more along the lines of what Canderous Ordo started, which is a more savage, more warrior centric thing versus what Mandalorians at that point in time believe in, which is more diplomacy, more diplomatic means. They don't believe in having to keep their armor on all the time. That's why Bo-Katan takes her helmet off. That's why she
Gotcha.
mentions it in the show and in the show that not all Mandalorians keep their helmets on, right? And
Yeah.
it's because modern Mandalorians don't believe in that, but Death Watch believes in the original order that Candace Ordo started.
Gotcha. But did you see how cool Navarro looked? I mean, they put some plants out. It's like they went to IKEA, and redecorated. It looked nice. I'm just saying, it looked nice.
So before we move on, I think Forge, you already gave me your 10 out of 10, right? You said yeah, you said 10 Mandalorian chainmail out of 10
Mithril chainmails, yes.
Yeah, all right. James, what is your rating here?
I liked it. I was excited. They do such a good job with these trailers to give you something to latch onto, but not like giving you the story.
Mhm.
I give this 10 young Phil Dubby lickable fingers to I don't know. Did you notice he got a new egg too? Out of 10 new Grogu Tesla eggs, because his new Tesla egg looked good.
Why's it gotta be Tesla?
I mean, it was sleek and new and
It could be
shiny.
a Rivian. It could be a Rivian egg.
Maybe
Yeah,
mix
it
it
could
with
be
Back to the
Rivian.
Future, Delory eggs.
A DeLorean. Come on, that was right there for me. Perfect.
That's why I'm on this show.
Eugene
You
in the
and your
chat
toes.
said 10 dark sabers out of 10 helmets.
What about you, young Phil? What'd you think?
That's where I was going. I'm gonna give this 10 unknown space wizards out of 10 Beskar clad angry Mandalorians.
Okay, all right.
Solid.
Real quick. We saw like 4 Jedi.
Yeah.
Real quick. Do you think that was like a flashback? Do you think
Memory
that was
scene.
It's
Memory
gonna be-
scene.
Huh?
It's a memory scene because that was a Jedi temple.
Yeah, it's gonna be a flashback because there's not that many Jedi left in the universe to begin with, right at this point.
I wonder
remember, this is
when
post-
that
this is
takes
post
place, though.
episode 6. So if this is post episode 6 and Luke just started his school, Grogu's supposed to be his first his first student. There's definitely not Jedi running around like that. So I mean, this is definitely going to be something where it's going to be a flashback. It's going to
Now-
be maybe the reason why
How Grogu got out.
yeah, it could be that.
Now, here's a question for you.
Oh wait, so
If-
you think it's Order 66?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Now,
interesting.
are we going to see a young Reva in there?
You know what? That's,
you and this Reva thing?
he
What's
thinks
wrong with
Reva's
my
going to be in
Reva
everything.
thing?
He likes Reva as a character, which I do as well. I don't have an issue with Reva as a character.
It's just
when
that
he
the
wants to see
times-
more Reva.
The times just keep connecting. Like you go, I mean, because the scene we just saw is very reminiscent to the scenes that we saw in the Obi-Wan show where everyone's getting all slaughtered and stuff. So, I mean, it would be really cool if through the eyes of Grogu at the time, we see a young Reva trying to fight things off, or we even see a young Cal Kestis.
Got it. That's nice. So
I-
wait, okay. So
Work out.
Reva was from
Action.
Obi-Wan. She was one of the God, what you
She was one of the survivors, one of the Padawans.
He's a youngling.
yes, youngling during Order 66. So yeah, that tracks. That tracks. What if she's the one that saved Grogu?
That would be so cool.
That'd be interesting. Okay, cool. I'm on board with that. I'm on board.
And
Okay.
what if Anakin let him go?
Oh.
You're not a threat.
Master Skywalker, we're sorry you didn't make the rank of master, but I'm for you. All right, Grogu, you can go.
Oh, he did not care about that kid. That's what happens when you're a kid
likes
wearing a weird helmet.
But he said it with his mind because he can't talk yet. So it's like oh god. All right. You guys ready to get in some news?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's start it off here with a little bit of starting rumors.
With me? Let's start with some gaming rumors. The Starfield release date has reportedly been delayed. So,
No.
you guys are gonna have to jump into this because I don't know a ton about this. But right now, the new spacefaring RPG from Bethesda Games, Bethesda made Elder Scrolls and Fallout. It was originally scheduled to be released this year in March, and then the rumors was that it was going to be released like end of June. But now the rumor on top of that is that they're not going to meet that June deadline, and it's probably going to be like late summer, if we don't even know the marketing push. But it seems like it's not going to be March. It's probably not going to be June, but we're looking for later on this year, probably fall, like pushing that fall release date.
All right.
What do you
I don't
guys
want to
think?
camp here too long, but I will say this. For those who don't know, Starfield is Bethesda's new baby.
Right.
Now, for years, I mean, literally years, guys, people have been just hounding Bethesda to just get on with the next Elder Scrolls game, Elder Scrolls 6. People want Elder Scrolls 6 more than anything.
Right.
While they were crying about this, Bethesda's been working on Starfield. Bethesda's been working on Starfield for years now.
Right.
I think with this delay, they're taking a healthy Zelda approach because, like with each Zelda, just about every Zelda ever made has been delayed. But it's a good thing because the longer you delay something and the longer you work on it, and the fact that they're not responding to that quote unquote crunch, it means, okay, number one, people are not getting fired. Number two, work is getting done. And number three, they give a crap about the content that's going to be coming day freaking one. This is going to be hands down a remarkable, phenomenal, magnificent game. Myself and Helmet Fire over at Repulse Collectibles has been following this since its first announcement. The idea is that this is going to be like Skyrim meets Fallout meets No Man's Sky
in space.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, right? I've said that I've gone on record saying this multiple times, right? About different games. I do not mind a delay in a game if it means we're going to get the best possible product that we're going to get. Because the problem, Zelda's not even the example I'm about to give right now, right? The example that I'm going to give right now of a game that suffered from crunch and suffered from, just pushing it out too fast.
Anything from EA.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah,
Yep.
it
Cyberpunk.
suffered so bad.
Cyberpunk was one of those games that suffered badly because they released it before it was ready, and it took them 2 years to fix this game to a point where it was playable the way that they wanted it to be played, and it's still not even 100% yet, right? There were still like small glitches when I played the game, but I mean, it was playable when I played it, right? And it was very well done. The game is very good, like there's nothing bad story wise that I can say about this game. The story was amazing, right? But the problem is when you push a game out to be too fast, you get games like Assassin's Creed Unity. You get games like Cyberpunk 2077, where they're put out way before they're supposed to be put out at all, right? And you get just really bad problems with the game. Now,
Pissed off fans.
yeah, Ubisoft and EA are notorious for crunch culture, for pushing people, to put a game out by a certain date, and instead of putting the game out when the game is ready. You know,
Yeah, but Ubisoft's good about the patchwork. Not that it excuses it, but they're
Right.
good about the patchwork.
no, they are. But the thing is that what's good is again learning from their mistakes. Unity was their big mistake, and they learned from that.
Unity.
The reason I say that is because Skull and Crossbones, right? Like Skull and Crossbones, it's what coming out this year finally, and that game was announced. It was supposed to come out like 3 years ago, right? It kind of missed the boat because the game that was the rival for it came out and is killing it, which is what's that pirate game?
Sea Star, not Sea Stars.
Sea of Thieves.
Shoot, Sea of Thieves. Thank you.
Yeah, Sea
Sea
of
Stars is the indie game that I'm waiting for.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves came out, and Skull and Crossbones was supposed to come out at the same time, right? Because Skull and Crossbones, they made that in reaction to Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which everybody loved the seafaring part of that game. So they're like, hey, let's make the whole game that's just nothing but seafaring, and that. And then it got delayed because when Unity came out and it was just dog shit terrible. It was God, Unity was so bad. I couldn't even play that game, dude. That plus putting in all the loot boxes and the pay to play format, like I didn't even want to play that game. And I love Assassin's Creed games, right? Like they fixed it with Assassin's Creed Origin, right? Because once Assassin's Creed Origin came out, that was great. And then Odyssey came out, that was great. Valhalla was amazing. So like they've kind of learned, and what they're doing is 2-year cycles now. And even then they're pushing that back now. Right.
Well, whether this is delayed or not, it was released on Twitter earlier today that according to some media professionals, the Starfield special, I'm guessing special edition, will, quote, leave viewers speechless. We are truly in for a once in a generation type of game. Starfield will truly blow people's minds away. Now, if we're talking once a generation type of game, we're talking Skyrim level popularity. That's how much Bethesda has made Starfield into its baby. Like they just didn't want the focus to be on the next Elder Scrolls. They wanted to bring the fans into the stars, make this your go-to. Like get everybody off No Man's Sky, get them here. Get them off Fallout, get them here. Get them off Skyrim, get them here.
Right.
And I'm telling you, man, if all those elements
No
from all
Man's
those
Sky
games
is another-
are here, with the ability to explore an unlimited amount of planets, form guilds, play together,
right?
Group battle, total survival, campaign that just kicks ass, DLC. And I've also heard that they are going to have on day one mods. There will be mods day one.
Heard about that
from Bethesda. There will be mods day one.
Because they know that Elder Scrolls, that was like the one thing people loved about that game is the ability to do the mods. Starfield, they're giving you that ability from day one where you don't have to do it yourself. It's like in game where you can do it, and that's pretty awesome of them to do that. No Man's Sky is another game that suffered from crunch because they put that game out way earlier than it should have.
It ended up beautiful.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It took them 2 years to deliver for that game. 2 years after it was released to deliver for that game, and now it's a great game, but it wasn't when it came out, So I mean, that's the whole thing is I would rather have, instead of putting the game out earlier than intended just because they need to get it out, put the game out when it's ready. And I'm willing to wait for a delay. That's why, as upset as I am about Kill the Justice League, that's another game that got pushed back. It's been pushed back, almost every date that it's gotten for the last year and a half, it's been pushed back. I'm okay with that if it means we're going to get a better game, especially with the quality of games that Rockstar puts out. Sorry, not Rockstar, Rocksteady.
How long did it take them to fix Cyberpunk 2077? Because they released it, huge amount of backlash, but then you like the game, right?
Yeah, it took them about a year and a half to get enough patches out to fix it. And I mean, they're at the point now where they feel comfortable enough with the game that they're putting out a DLC.
Got it.
Like they're comfortable enough that the game is where it needs to be that they're comfortable enough to put out a DLC. You know, like, and they gave a lot of free updates. You know, they gave people free weapons and free cosmetics and free, you know, all kinds of free stuff because of how much they messed up with that game.
So does Bethesda have a good track record with releasing games and updates and, you know, doing what's right for the game and right for the players?
For the community.
It's hit and miss.
Yeah,
It's hit and miss. Fallout 76 suffered badly.
so bad. That's another game that came out way earlier than it should have. The NPC, there was no NPCs in the game, so no non-playable characters, which made the world feel completely empty. It was so bad when that came out, dude, and it was glitchy as all hell. Skyrim is notorious for some of the glitches that it has.
Funny
Gotcha.
though.
Oh yeah, some of them are hilarious, but I mean, like, again, the fact that they're delaying the game so that it can come out, like, they're probably doing extended QA on this game to make sure that it doesn't have all the problems that all their games in the past have had. So again, kudos for them for not folding to crunch and working on the game and pushing it back so that we get a better product.
So where are your guys' tacos? Because the original date was supposed to be March. Then they said late June. Now they're saying maybe July, August, sometime in the fall. Where's your tacos land?
Where are your tacos at, Forrest?
Okay, tacos on the table. I think in terms of timing, I think they're going to release this. Graveyard, you're killing me. Late summer. I think this is going to be the competitor with Diablo 4. Because again, it's all about marketability. It's all about timing. I don't think there's going to be crunch involved. Will it probably need patchwork? Well, all games do now, but yeah. Tacos on the table. Late summer, early fall. Thanksgiving at the latest, just for the Christmas rush.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, if this delivers on the level that everyone's expecting it to, we're looking at game of the year.
Oh, look at you. Hot take. Spicy.
And if you've seen the graphic renderings on this, it looks beautiful, man.
They're saying you're gonna need to get the full experience. You're gonna need this on PC.
Yeah, well, that's most games. I mean, same thing with Cyberpunk. To get the full experience, you need to play on PC.
Yeah.
So the Starfield is coming Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, and PC.
Is it coming on PS5?
No, it is not. Starfield is a Xbox exclusive that they
buddy. Here we go. That's interesting.
Because it was one of the things that they announced when Microsoft acquired Bethesda. Starfield was the first thing they announced, and they said it's going to be an Xbox exclusive. And I mean, like, a lot of people have been complaining about it, you know, especially everybody on the PS side. But it's like, you know, you can't really expect very much more than that from Microsoft purchasing Bethesda.
And you got to think about timing. Because there's something else coming out. If we're looking at late summer, then I may have a delayed Starfield Synopsis. All right, so there's something huge coming this year from PlayStation that the pre-orders have hit the Sony store, but they have not hit the Best Buy, the GameStop, the other places like that. If this is true, then Starfield is going to be dropping about the same time PSVR 2 does.
Right.
And it's a lot of money, but the lineup looks really, really good because we don't have much from Sony this year that's supposed to be hitting aside from Diablo 4.
Right.
So with Starfield dropping late in the year, and I think March and April are already taken by some other titles that are fixing to come out, that could be prime time for them to shine.
Yeah.
So
maybe it's a strategic thing, not necessarily a delay in the game production thing.
you know, in the end, with all these games, you guys got to agree, it's all about marketing. It's all about
Oh, yeah.
marketing. When, and how are they going to make the most money? Let's delay it. Let's complete it. Let's get this as done as as done as we can, and then let's pick a date where we can rub it in another company's face, to make people go out and spend their money on it. Nobody's gonna want to spend $700+ on a new VR plus games
Gotcha.
for a PS5 when you've got this hotness coming out.
Right.
All right, young Phil, when are your tacos for Starfield?
No, I agree. It's probably going to be end of summer, August, September time frame. I feel like that is probably the window that's going to work best for them. And just because it's in my head right now, because you were mentioning Diablo 4, I think at some point this year we might get that fabled announcement from Microsoft about the WoW port for Xbox. That's one.
WoW port for Xbox.
So there's been a rumor for at least a year and a half about Activision finally porting World of Warcraft over to Xbox Series X.
Whoa! Wow, they are 10 years too late to that bus.
No, but what it is the rumor is because it was part of like the Blizzard acquisition that they're trying to do. The rumor is it would come with there's supposed to be a new DLC for WoW that's supposed to be coming out.
Okay.
And it's supposed to come with all of the previous DLCs. So when you buy the game, it comes with everything that game has ever had. And then and then when you buy with the new DLC, it's basically got everything already in it, so you can play the entire game. It's kind of how
that's gonna be sick, dude.
It's kind of how when Destiny 2 went free to play.
Yeah.
Right. They released it with everything except for Forsaken, and then you had to buy Forsaken on the side, right? So, or like Forsaken was the only thing you had to buy, right? It was free to play, but then you had to buy Forsaken to go into the next part of the game. I think that WoW is probably going to do the same thing. They're going to come out with a new DLC, and they're going to give you everything to play on that game for free. And then if you want to continue on, then you buy that new DLC, and that gives you all the latest stuff.
Gotcha. Hey, let me shout to the chat real quick. Hey, Mrs. Force. Okay, I've shouted.
Look, she's taking over my screen. Let's look.
She's dominated your screen.
She said,
She's not even on screen anymore. She took it over.
She said, "Wow, literally,
literally." But yeah, lots of excitement for Starfield. It's going to be fantastic. I'm very excited for it, and good. It allows me some extra time to play other games, like having Kyber Cave After Dark against Distance Nerding on Dragon Balls. Let's see.
We still need to plan that. I know so many things I got to do.
You're asking too politely. You got to call him out.
No,
that's your job. Your job is to be like the, keeping everything on key and being a dick about it. My job here is just to look funny and be funny.
In all reality, all we have to do is actually schedule it.
Yeah, pretty much.
If we schedule it, then I'll be on. You know that, dude.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, and this is since we're on the subject of gaming before we move on to the news, because we do have to move on to the news.
Yeah, at some point.
At some point here, right? So I just pre-ordered a whole bunch of games.
Did you?
One of them is Star Wars Survivor.
There you go.
But I mean, like 2 games. So on our channel at the end of this month, Dead Space comes out.
Yes, and that's going to be fun because Graveyard and I are going to be going through that on Kyber Cave Gaming streaming on Thursdays.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing that on Mondays too, so I'll be playing Dead Space as well.
Sweet, that's going to be awesome.
If you guys want to join me, if you have the time, because I know I play in the morning, so you guys are usually working, but I mean, like, if we have the time and you guys can hop on with me and comment while I'm playing Dead Space, by all means, man. But also there's another game that they announced with the Xbox Series X that got delayed for like 2 years. What was it? Atomic. What is that game?
You don't know the title, but you put money down on it.
Atomic Heart.
Okay.
Right.
Steady crap.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so I pre-ordered Atomic Heart, which looks amazing. Have you seen the trailer for this?
No.
Okay, so think it's Cold War era BioShock, but like like you have like atomic weapons and stuff. It looks great. It's a first person shooter. It looks so awesome. I can't wait to play this game. So that, and then of course Hogwarts Legacy, which I'm hoping to play on stream too.
That one took a darker turn. I'm kind of glad they did that.
Yeah. So
news?
Get into news because we've been talking gaming and we still have gaming stories to talk about. Gentlemen, let's get into the news because now it's time to get into the meat of the show. We're actually getting to the segment called For the Download.
Look at those graphics. Oh my goodness.
Look at that kitty count.
Advanced graphics.
So advanced.
Get it, James.
I got a couple audibles to pull on you. Sorry. The first one just announced today, just jumping back to KyberCon 3.
Okay.
So again, February 11th, KyberCon 3 in Fairfield, California. Just added Eric Voss from New Rockstars YouTube channel will also be there.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, Eric Voss is kind of the main guy, right? At New Rockstars. He's gonna be there. He does a bunch of different shows. I think he has a new show coming out on YouTube called Deep Dive. So he'll probably mention that to us as well. So yeah, he'll be there too. So that's really cool.
Nice.
February 11th in Fairfield, California, KyberCon 3. Also got some sad news for you. So let's jump into the download. And shout out to Eric, our buddy Eric, who actually broke the news to us. Some wrestling news, and we're going to start out with some sad wrestling news. Let me find share screen. That one.
This has not been a good month for wrestling, guys.
I know. Super sad. But Jay Briscoe from Ring of Honor passed away. We got the announcement today.
Oh, wow.
It was a car accident.
Oh, dude.
So sad. So he's part of the Ring of Honor, but he's also part of a tag team, the Briscoe brothers. So sad. Like they're the champs. They're champs. And he passed away in a car accident today. Eric, I don't know if you got any more info, but feel free to let us know. I just know that it got confirmed from Tony Khan, the owner of AEW and also the owner of Ring of Honor, that yes, Jay did pass away. That's super sad in like Delaware or something. So we don't know anything about the car accident, what happened. There was somebody else in the car who might have passed away as well, but super sad that one of the Briscoe brothers is gone.
Damn, that really sucks, man.
I know, right?
Now, way to start it on a downer.
I didn't plan on it, but Eric hit us up with the news while we were all chatting here. So super sad about that. Okay. We'll find out more. We'll probably have more to talk about next week, but we'll go from there.
Right.
Okay.
Damn.
Let me take that down. You got the thing and you're doing the thing. All right, let's get into some news. Again, starting it off with some kind of bad news, but Rick, time to jump universes.
Wow. Try that again.
Rick, time to jump universes. No?
Okay.
No? All right.
Yeah, that's a really good Morty, James, that you have there.
Well,
Oh, geez, Rick, just time to jump universes again.
So funny.
So Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland is facing legal troubles in California. I guess there's some domestic violence issues happening here. Youch.
I was
guess-
trying to read this earlier, and I like went to the story, and I'm like, God, there's like not enough on what's actually happening right here, because I'm
I
like,
know, right?
holy crap, man, this is a pretty big deal.
Yeah. So I guess the case dates back to May of 2020 after a criminal complaint was filed against the actor. And he appeared in court in like a pretrial, but they haven't announced who it was that who made the allegations. Right. So it's all hush hush, as we're assuming it was some kind of girlfriend or ex-girlfriend.
Well, I mean, because the thing says that the Jane Doe
Mhm.
was an ex-girlfriend, or she was dating Roiland at the time, right? So
Right.
when I was looking at it, because we haven't gotten into this yet, but I mean, essentially what the complaint says is what's involved in is domestic battery with corporal injury, felony count for false imprisonment by menace, violence, fraud, and deceit. And I'm not trying, there's no justification for anything that he did, but I'm trying to think like, okay, it sounds really bad. Like false imprisonment sounds terrible. Is that like my immediate thought is tied her up and put her in a freaking basement. More than likely what actually happened is he probably just blocked her from leaving, and that can count as false imprisonment.
Yeah, that it could sound so much worse than it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Violence and fraud. I mean, like the whole thing is with corporal injury, like he hit her is what they're saying, is that he beat the shit out of her and wouldn't let her leave.
Now, okay, that's all allegations, but
No. What I'm saying is the allegation of it right there is what when you look at the charges on there, you know, like the charges themselves sound horrible,
right.
And it's not that what he did is lessened or anything like that. Just it sounds worse, even though it's really bad to begin with. It's really shitty.
Right. So he's listed as co-creator. So who is Roiland? Does he do voices?
Justin Roiland is Morty. He's Rick and Morty.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and he plays like half the characters on the show.
Oh my gosh. What happened? Jeez.
So let me ask this question, and this is an opinion I want from you guys.
Mhm.
So I've seen some behind the scenes stuff with him, and I've also heard some stories. And again, internet, this is nothing but stories and opinions from people who probably don't matter.
Mhm.
But I have heard that he is kind of a notorious drinker, like
Yeah.
a lot.
Ooh.
He's even done a few shows intoxicated,
Yeah.
so that he could deliver the part of Rick better because he
Right.
needed that intoxicated slur. Do you guys think that any kind of domestic issues could be related to an alcoholic problem?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
I absolutely believe that. And I mean, that's probably one of the things that if he doesn't go to jail for a long ass time, one of the things he's going to need to do is court mandated rehab. Like I guarantee it's going to be something that he
Yeah.
has to do.
I mean, because we're potentially looking at the end of the show here.
Yeah.
Or at least a very, very long show hiatus.
Yeah. No, I know they have the next 2 seasons are supposed to be like kind of like put together already.
Yeah. They're already planned out. So Rick and Morty, so they just finished season 6, right?
Golly, they're already that far.
And then Rick and Morty season 7 is being worked on at Cartoon Network, and ordered back in like May of 2018.
Because they ordered like I think it was like 300 episodes.
Yeah, something huge. It
Mm-hmm.
was nuts. It was nuts. So we'll see what happens. Maybe you guys need to work on your Rick and Morty voices just in case, you know.
Because I know, and this is going back to what he said, the Rick voice that he does. The reason he burps when he talks is because when he first did Rick, he was actually like super wasted and he was burping while he was talking. And now when he does the character, he has to recreate that.
Mm.
And
that's
that was
Rick's
shown in a
voice.
behind the scenes clip.
Yeah.
Like they talk openly about it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I
Well, hope.
wouldn't have imagined that he's, you know, I mean, that he's the abusive asshole that it sounds like he is.
Yeah,
But
I hope he gets it together for
of course.
his
Yeah.
for the show, for his career, for the other person's life.
Yeah.
Get your shit in order.
Like, really, get your shit.
Rick and Morty is not everybody's cup of tea, but again, we're talking about a professional career that does potentially bring in a crap ton of money, and he plays a lot of characters, and that show has an enormous fan base.
Mhm.
Get your shit together for your fans, dude. Seriously.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, let's keep going. We got some sad, depressing news right off the bat. Ugh. Okay, on to some Texas-sized theme park news, y'all. I added the y'all.
My name is Doug Dimmadome.
So who wants to read this like a redneck? Go.
Universal Parks and Resorts is about to add another attraction to its already impressive roster as a new park is set to open up in Frisco, Texas. Frisco, Texas.
Of
You're
course,
killing me, James. You're killing me with
Well,
this.
Stars
in
and
Frisco.
garters.
of course, it's in Frisco, Texas. Where else going to be? I gotta be in Frisco, Texas.
Gotta be Frisco, Texas. Of course, there's gonna be Frisco, Texas. What do you got for me, Ford? You got a
Currently
voice?
no announced timeline for when the park will start being developed or when it could potentially open. But Universal has confirmed that this new attraction will offer a different experience from its other parks, as it will be geared at younger audiences and offer family-friendly experiences.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't just bring it home for me, can you? You got to throw that New York City commercial in there, man.
That's what I heard. I was like, what? I heard the high part. I'm like,
Jesus.
All right,
what
now
is that?
since you're from Florida, go ahead and read that third paragraph in an actual Southern accent.
All right, y'all. Per the press release, Universal Parks and Resorts announces one of a kind theme park, unlike any other in the world, specifically designed to inspire fun for families and young children. New park concept set in a lush green landscape featuring immersive and themed lands celebrates Universal's iconic brand of entertainment, humor, innovation, and brings life to beloved characters and stories in ways that will wow even the youngest theme park goers. Now part of 97 acres of land recently purchased by the company, the proposed park also has plans for an adjacent theme hotel and room for expansion. The entire area is intended to have a completely different look, feel, and scale than Universal's existing parks and will appeal to a new audience for the brand.
Dang, nabbit, we're getting a new theme park in Texas.
Thank you, Iron Force.
Yep.
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 I have lived here too damn long.
Well, dang go, man. Don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying, Universal. Hang up.
I don't know if there's any other theme parks in Texas, but it makes
Six
total
Flags is
sense.
from Texas, man.
Yeah,
Comment
Six
section,
Flags.
please rate that accent for me.
Now, I was gonna say Six Flags. Literally, the name Six Flags is because of the Six Flags over Texas.
Hmm.
That's why Six Flags is named Six Flags.
But is it big into theme parks though? Like, it seems like such a central location, kind of like Dallas Airport is kind of like a hub when it comes to travel around the United States.
First of all, son, let me tell you something. They ain't big into theme parks. They're big into America. That's America.
Well, dang go.
Well, golly.
I didn't know that. So all my exes, all my theme
All my
parks are from
exes.
Texas.
All my exes live in Texas.
Can we get the hell out of Texas now, please?
I feel right at home in Texas. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
Even though I do enjoy doing this voice every so often from time to time, I feel we need to move on to the next subject.
You know
Thank
who
you very much.
loves? You know who loves Texas?
I'm telling you who loves Texas.
People who don't believe women should have rights. All right, let's go into the next.
Wow.
I mean, where's the lie? It's
The fact that you just threw it out there courageously like that.
Oh,
wow, dude.
fans in Texas are gonna murder me now. That's what it is. We've lost our entire fan base out of Texas.
I understand that Distance Nerding just lost approximately 2 viewers.
Exactly.
All of our Floridians outside of you and maybe a couple Puerto Ricans hate us now too. So I mean,
We better
speak
move
to
on
the
to the next
demographic.
subject real fast.
all right, let's.
Speaking of getting bigger, on to the segment Warner Brothers Discovery cancels something news. Oh my God. Warner is
Jesus,
canceling
Warner Brothers?
Canceling something.
every week. Warner is canceling something. So they
This
said they were
needs-
done canceling.
I'm sorry, this needs the Krillin voice. Jesus, HBO Max, what the shit?
But this week, Warner Brothers is canceling your price point. So subscribers of HBO Max found out that the service is increasing the price for its ad-free option.
Well, shit, it's over 9,000.
Oh,
9,000. HBO Max ad-free monthly subscription cost $14.99. That price is going up to $15.99 plus taxes and all that business. So
Well, that's not that bad, Vegeta.
Vegeta, what's the new price point gonna be?
$15.99. That seems up there. That's like
They're already an expensive. Like their app is already expensive. Like HBO
that's
Max.
Netflix, right?
Yeah, them and Netflix are like the most expensive ones. The thing is HBO Max, they need to calm down because they've been taking more off of their platform than they've been adding. So I'm gonna
Right.
need them to calm
Right.
down with the pricing.
yeah, but you know something? They're banking, and I mean heavily banking on their original content. Like they've got all like you don't have to buy Game of Thrones on Blu-ray and DVD anymore. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, they're gonna make an absolute crap ton off of the viewership of Last of Us. Just saying.
Yeah.
The reviews for that show thus
mhm.
far, from what I've heard from talk radio shows here in Florida, everybody is loving it.
Yeah, and I hear they're honoring the game and like the storylines, and they're not like going off on tangents. The whole idea is that they're gonna honor the storylines from the game. But yeah, HBO Max going up $1, and it starts like in a month. That's kind of like, hey, it's not gonna go up like in 3 months from now, so you get ready. It's like, oh, it's going up next month. Your next bill is gonna be more expensive than this month.
So, okay, let me ask a question concerning that. Let me get y'all's opinion. What do you think that's going to mean for phone plans that automatically come with your HBO Max subscription? Like, for example, my phone plan, one of the bonuses, I get HBO Max for free.
Same
Does
with
that
mine.
mean my phone plan is going to increase $1?
Does that mean we all have AT&T?
I think it does.
Yeah, because mine comes with my account too.
That's a
Okay.
good question. I haven't heard anything about that. If AT&T is going to charge more or bill you more or something like that. As far as I know, I just get HBO Max for free.
I'm sure they would send us an email like the day before the price increases. So we'll find out.
Yeah. Your bill's about to increase $1.
So HBO Max, the press release said that this price increase of $1 will allow us to continue to invest in providing even more cultural defining programming and improving our customer experience for all users, and also pay off all of our bills. So
Mm-hmm.
but you know what's funny? This is the first price increase for HBO Max since it was launched back in May of 2020. So, I mean, that's not that
2
bad.
years? I'll give it 2 years. Why not?
And it's only $1, and we're not paying for it. You know, since we all have AT&T. Well, hopefully we're not paying for it. So we'll see.
Hmm.
All the schmucks who aren't on AT&T deal with it.
Yeah, but all those schmucks who aren't on AT&T are probably on another phone plan getting their Netflix account for free. So
Doesn't T-Mobile pay for Netflix?
I think it does.
Yeah.
That or Verizon. I don't know.
All right, let's stay in Warner Brothers Discovery weird news. This is another one. Snowpiercer is the latest victim of Warner Brothers Discovery's cost-cutting efforts. So it's not technically canceled, but the new report revealed that the upcoming 4th and final season of Snowpiercer will not be on TNT. Interesting.
Yeah, that's
So
actually really interesting.
seemingly it's because Warner Brothers Discovery is getting another tax write-off for not airing the last season of it on TNT.
Cheap bastards, man.
I know it was.
Can
Go
we
ahead.
just go ahead and end television and just have it all on streaming networks, since that's
mean,
where it's all going now anyway?
It's more expensive now. Like the whole point of streaming was supposed to be that it was going to be cheaper than having to pay for cable.
And now
Mhm.
you're paying
It's
more than
now-
cable because
Exactly.
if you're paying 15 between $7 and $15.99 a month per streaming service, and you just gotta have them all, you're paying the equivalent of a cable bill minus internet. And since you're paying for internet, guess what? You're paying in the average cable bill, which
Right.
blows.
Right.
And it's even worse if you're a member of like some big services like Amazon Prime, because, oh, yay, I paid a crap ton of money to have a year-long subscription to this. And then you go to find a movie that you want that says, hey, join Stars if you want to watch this movie. No, I don't want to join Stars. I joined Amazon Prime so I can get free shipping and movies.
Right.
And now I can't have movies because I have to join Stars, or I have to join Showtime, or I have to join this, or I have to join that. Unjoin me, please.
That's funny. So yeah, I mean, I didn't see this one coming. So the series is the last original scripted series airing on TNT. It was already announced that they're going to end after season 4, but it's weird because now it just doesn't have a home. Like, yeah. It's ordered. We're going to do season 4. Just it's not going to be on TNT, and it's not Warner Brothers Discovery's problem anymore.
Right. And
No.
they're just shopping it for to another network, right?
So
Exactly.
who is Snowpiercer created by? Is it Paramount?
No, it's been on TNT. It's first 3 seasons. So
I mean,
this is,
I understand it's been on TNT, but is it? I mean, what company produces it? Like, is it a Miramax thing? Is it a Paramount thing? Is it a 20th Century Fox thing?
Apparently, it's a company called Tomorrow Studios.
Okay, so whoever has ties with Tomorrow Studios or a contracted deal, that's probably where it's going to end up. Whatever streaming services have a deal with them, that's where it'll go. Either that, or you can wait for season 4 exclusively on Blu-ray. Buy it at Walmart today.
I think this is a ploy for Warner Brothers to be like, hey, we're going to get a tax write-off if we're not going to air this. That's good for us. But then it's like, who wants IP? You know, is it going to be like, hey, Netflix, we got 4 seasons and we'll give you the final season of it. All you got to do is pay for the rights to this. You
Like
know, so
Netflix-
it's almost like they're double dipping.
Netflix will pick it up if it's something that that has a good following.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like so for example, Lucifer, right? They did what
Mhm.
3 seasons in addition to the show that was on Fox when they picked it up, you know, and it's because of the popularity. Like people love that show. Snowpiercer,
Or like Cobra Kai.
another one they picked that up from YouTube, right? Like I
love that show.
from what I understand, Snowpiercer doesn't have that big of a following.
Yeah.
Then it's not going to be a big deal.
Yeah, I never watched it.
So I've been trying to look up who like owns Tomorrow Studios.
Mm-hmm.
They're owned by a company called ITV Studios. They do other shows like Physical on Apple TV Plus, 10-Year-Old Tom on HBO Max. Apparently they're doing the live action adaptation of One Piece on Netflix.
Oh my God. Please
So they're
don't.
kind of all over the place.
Yeah, Let the Right One In on Showtime. They did Hannah on Amazon.
Okay,
They also
alright.
did Cowboy Bebop. So they were the ones that did Cowboy Bebop on Netflix. Last Man Standing on Fox. Good Behavior on TNT and Aquarius on NBC. So
go.
it looks like they're a smaller production company and they're independent. So like they're not owned by any of the big studios.
Got it. So we'll see what happens, but it's not going to be on TNT. So, and it's probably not going to be on HBO Max. So we'll see what happens. All right. Staying with Warner Brothers Discovery News, but this time it's DC. So Spotify has released the trailer for the upcoming DC and Warner Brothers podcast series, Harley Quinn and the Joker Sound Mind.
I've seen advertisements for this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. So Christina Ricci, shout out to Christina Ricci. She was just in Wednesday.
Mhm.
Stars in the series as Harley Quinn, which is awesome. I dig that. She's going to be joined by Billy Magnuson, who will be playing the Joker, and Justin Hartley. Wasn't he like a rom-com guy?
Justin Hartley? Yeah, I think he was.
As Bruce Wayne / Batman. All right.
So wait a minute. This is Spotify, and this is going to be a voice only thing, and they're not getting Mark Hamill to play the Joker. Okay.
I mean, that's a very common thing that they don't get any of the original voice actors for these things.
Killing me with this shit.
There's been a couple of different Spotify Batman podcasts that they've done.
Unburied.
Podcast
Unburied was the other one.
And they didn't have anybody from any of the Batman casts on that either. So I mean, I think it's because they're casting people based on the story that they're telling, and not going after any of the original characters and all that. They're going for like different feels.
I do have a Harley Don't Call Me Puddin' Quinopsis.
Harley, don't call me Quinn Puddingopsis. I said that wrong. Harley, don't call me Pudding Quinopsis.
In Harley Quinn and the Joker, when we meet Dr. Harleen Quinzel, she's fresh out of grad school, a new psychologist at Arkham Asylum who's determined to help the patients her colleagues have written off, but her dad is sick and in need of an expensive, life-saving operation she can't afford. Pushed to her breaking point, Harleen is tired of playing by the rules, so when she meets patient J, a magnetic inmate able to manipulate everyone but her, Harleen makes a fateful decision to use her relationship with the Joker to get what she wants, leading both of them down a dangerous path that will change them, Bruce Wayne, and Gotham City forever. All right, so it's her origin story. I kind of dig it. All right.
It's interesting that they're saying that she is not manipulated when we all know that she is completely manipulated.
Oh, yeah.
Completely manipulated.
Right. To a point where it was just recently in the comic books that they had her break away from the Joker. And she, I want to say right before the Harley Quinn cartoon came out. So this is like 2018, 2019. When she started up a relationship with Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Which they're now addressing in the show, which like a lot of people were like, we want you to address this, right? But it's like, she's almost easily manipulated with the way that the Joker kind of manipulates her.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's good that she's becoming an independent character and they're writing more stuff with her being independent. And I like that because, they're not making her like Joker's, what do they call her? His henchwench.
Yes.
Right. And she's becoming her own crime boss in her own. Like, again, for all the problems that Gotham Knights has, the game, not the show, for all the problems that Gotham Knights has, one of the good things they did is Harley is basically her own crime boss in that game. Right? Like she's got her own gang, she's doing her own thing, she's completely separated from the Joker. And she's very different from the Joker, and she's very manipulative in a way that the Joker can't be. Right. Yeah. And I like that they kind of have her holding her own. So I mean, to say that she's manipulated by everyone but like he manipulates everyone but her is like, yeah, no, I don't agree with that.
They have more invested in Harley than they do Wonder Woman at this point.
Yeah.
So anyway, so 7-episode series will be the second project in the DC universe on Spotify, and the first one was Batman Unburied, which we talked about earlier.
Mhm.
The podcast will premiere January 31st with all the episodes dropping at once. Kind of cool. All right. I'm into it.
All right. And you have to be a member of Spotify Premium for it, right?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
Okay.
I don't think the Batman was, right?
I thought it was. I thought I remember us reporting on it and saying that, it saying that is that you had to be a member of Spotify Premium to
If
listen
we
to it.
only had the internet in front of us. Ugh.
I know,
tough.
right? Stupid. Too bad they charge a truckload for a streaming service.
All right. Here, I'll look it up. You guys cover the next one. I'll look it up.
Ooh, Star Wars news.
All right. Well, on to news from a galaxy far, far away that George Lucas doesn't want us to talk about.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. South by Southwest Film Festival has released its 2023 schedule, and one of the fun things spotlighted on the agenda is the documentary A Disturbance in the Force. The doc will dive into the infamous Star Wars holiday special, which aired on TV in 1978. The only good thing we got out of that entire film, I guess, or special, was that Boba Fett was established as a character.
The
Boba
cartoon,
Fett.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. Where?
Boba Fett.
We got some good dance numbers out of that. Come on now.
God. We got the most creepy Wookiee character in Chewbacca's son. This doc will dive into the how and why it was made, then talk about its aftermath. So basically, they're going to talk about the money grab that was the hey, we still have these actors on retainer. Let's do a holiday special that makes no sense within the Star Wars universe.
Oh my gosh.
Well, guys,
Did you know, like, budget cuts, like not budget cuts, but like budget limiting? The reason why they have that one scene of Chewbacca and he's got like a robe on,
because they didn't want to do the
they didn't want to do the full suit because it would cost more money. So they just grabbed the head and then put like a drape over him, and that's why he looks all skinny underneath the drape, because it's just the actor's normal body. I assume it was Peter Mayhew, but that's the reason why, like, you didn't see Chewbacca in his full fur. They didn't go full fur.
God, that movie. That. I mean, you hear us talking about reverence, but so much hatred for the holiday special. Well, we have a Life Day holiday synopsis.
In 1977, Star Wars became a cultural phenomenon that single-handedly revitalized a stagnant film industry and forever changed how films were sold, made, and marketed. Movies were never to be the same again. A year later, neither would television. In 1978, CBS aired the 2-hour Star Wars holiday special. I forgot it was on CBS.
Yeah.
During the weekend of Thanksgiving, and it was watched by 13 million people and was never re-aired.
Oh God!
I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. While some fans of the franchise were aware of this dark secret, this bizarre 2-hour of television still remains relatively unknown among the general public. Simply put, we will answer how and why did the holiday special get made.
Hello there.
Oh, it's so
God, it was
good.
so bad, man. It's just so bad. I'm assuming you guys have both watched it.
Oh yeah.
Most of it.
Most of it. What was your first experience with the holiday special? Was it like mine, where it was on a VHS tape that was recorded from the TV?
I found it on YouTube.
Ah.
I'm trying to
years
think.
ago.
It might have been a VHS tape, but yeah, I have watched it on YouTube as well. Probably all grainy, VHS-y. I just remember watching it and being like, it can't be that bad. Like it can't be that bad. And then all of a
It's
sudden
not
you're just
free,
like
it can.
5 minutes in, you're like, wait, what the hell am I watching? Like, is
Mhm.
that really Mark Hamill? Is that really, like it's the cast. It seems so surreal. It's like,
Why
That's-
is this grandfather Wookiee speaking in Galactic Basic? What the hell is happening right now?
well, it's just so weird how there's so many just odd scenes. And it's like, I'm looking at Harrison Ford, I'm looking at, Carrie Fisher, but it doesn't feel like Star Wars, even though it kind of looks like Star Wars, but it's like when you go to a club or a bar, and you get drunk and you're happy and it's cool, but then you start to sober up and they turn the lights on, you're like, what the hell am I looking at? And like that's what it felt like. I'm like,
Dude,
this is not
at
what I think it is.
at any given moment, I was waiting for Kermit the Frog to just jump on screen and be like,
Yeah.
"It's the Muppet Show with our very special guest star, anyone but them."
That's what it felt like. It felt like the weird, like, cheaper non-movie production sets in place. And you're like, what
It's like,
is happening?
where are the rest of the Muppets to save this show?
And then you're like, is B. Arthur gonna save the show? No, she's gonna break out in some weird, song number.
Like, I was waiting
Oh
for the
my
two
goodness.
old guys up in the balcony to start making fun of everything. That would have probably
No.
made things better.
You're just sitting there and just like, why is Maud on the screen right now? Because remember, she wasn't Dorothy yet. It's just like, why is
Seriously.
Maud on screen right now? What is happening right now?
And then some weird disco numbers in the middle of it. You're like, what is happening? We were talking about in the Kyber Cave After Dark chat, like, hey, let's do some watch alongs. Maybe this is a watch along.
Yes. Oh my god, that would be the worst and best thing that we've ever done.
That would be an amazing watch along. I don't know if we could sit through it all. That would be like the test. Can we get through the entire thing?
We could, but we would need the right combination of people. We would need the three of us plus Graveyard plus Anthony. That
Right.
would be the
No, Anthony on that would be the
he
greatest.
would crucify that show.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
And I would die. I would have to be on mute for the amount of laughter I would be dying from.
Man.
I so want to see this documentary now. So this is all about this documentary of like why the holiday special was made or why it was never seen again. Like George Lucas tried to like buy it back from like CBS and was just like, do not air this ever again. I mean, they don't talk about it anywhere in Lucas in anything. It's such
We
like
don't
a
talk about holiday specials.
we don't talk about specials.
We don't talk about specials, baby. So bad.
But I'm interested in seeing this doc. So the documentary A Disturbance in the Force is released. It's on the con circuit now, but it should be on some kind of service later on after the festival circuit is over.
Why,
Oh.
Mrs. Force? Why?
She said she hates us all.
What? What did we say?
No, it was the we don't talk about
Oh,
Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Let's keep going. Do we have Young
Well-
Phil? We got another story.
We do, but before we go into the next story, I do have to do a really, really quick ad pivot. So guys, pivot. Okay. We're just gonna be joined by one of our endorsements here real quick. So enjoy.
Hello, nerds. Yakko Wonder here in the water tower. Do you know that the only podcast that Wacko, Dot, and I, and Dr. Scratch and Stiff listen to is the Distance Nerding Podcast. So listen. Good night, everybody.
There you go. Listen to Yakko Warner, ladies and gentlemen.
I still cannot believe you got that. I still can't believe it.
So awesome. It was his idea. Shout out to Rob Paulson.
Yeah.
Such a good dude.
It was Rob's idea.
Speaking of, so Rob Paulson and who played the brain? What's his name?
Maurice LaMarche.
Maurice LaMarche. They're both going to be in San Francisco at Cobb's Comedy at the end of the month
For San Francisco Sketch Fest.
Yes, and they're doing like an improv show, so we might have to take a trip to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just throwing it out there. I think Fred Armisen is going to be there as well, so it should be a ton of fun. But anyway, okay, let's keep going. Sorry. All right, more news that Disney wants you to not talk about. Oh my goodness, this one. Former Disney CEO Bob Chapek, his reign was short. I think it was technically less than a year as the Disney CEO. A new report revealed that Chapek received a payout of $24.18 million last year and was set to receive a severance package worth more than $20 million. So he's
$20 million.
So he's sitting at like $45 million for like 11 months of work, and then he got bounced. Oh my gosh.
What a severance package, right? It's like, hey, we didn't. You did a good enough job, but here's $20 million for your trouble.
Yeah, exactly. He pretty much failed at being a CEO for
$20 million for my trouble. The shit.
I know, right? What the? And he failed. It's like, hey, thanks for playing. You weren't the guy. Here's $20 million.
That's
extra
called filling upwards, right there.
Right. This, like, when they increase the price of Disney Plus, we're paying for his bonus. We're paying for his severance package.
20 million severance ops.
Oh my god!
So bad. It really pisses me off to no end.
I mean, he had a lot to deal with. After being appointed as Disney CEO in 2021, succeeding Bob Iger, Chapek saw his run hit with COVID-19. The parks were shut down. Hollywood production came to a stop. He left Disney feeling unprecedented levels of financial pain. There's the whole Florida thing with the socio-political scandals in Florida and LGBTQ plus stuff.
Always got to be a Florida thing.
The Scarlett Johansson debacle.
Florida kind of messed a lot up. Has messed a lot up. We're gonna. I mean,
because Florida is messed up. Let's just put it that way. Jeez Louise.
But you can't blame Florida for the Scarlett Johansson thing. Like, hey, we're gonna
blame
release
Florida for everything. Come on.
Okay, you're right. But I mean, what is it? They were supposed to pay her like $50 million, and they're like, how about we just don't answer your emails and just release your movie on Disney Plus and not pay you what you deserve? Ugh.
So they basically ghosted her.
Exactly.
Because they didn't want to pay her what she deserved.
They even renewed his contract for 3 more years in 2022, and then they were just like, yeah, let's not do that. So let's axe you in 11 months. So done. But let's say 45 million. He got 45 million for 11 months of dealing with Disney and driving it into the ground. Oh my gosh.
Like, hey, yeah, you know what? You did a really good job as the CEO or whatever position he had in the parks. So we're gonna make you the head of everything, but you suck at that. So let's just give you twice the money that we were going to give you in the first place, and you can go and fuck off.
Exactly.
That's one way to put it. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think Aubrey's mad at you guys. She just said, "I hate you all."
We addressed that earlier, James.
Because she's not invited.
You're late to the party. We already addressed
I just want you guys to know that it's nice to get an invite. So I feel you, Aubrey. Like, it's nice to get an invite and be part of the crew, you know? Even though you're not part of the crew right now.
Holy crap, dude.
Savage.
Really?
I'm just kidding. Somebody's got to spice it up in here.
It's certainly not Florida, man.
Exactly. Okay, more news from Disney that you kind of want to talk about this. Okay, so long. Splash Mountain transformation into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. That's all good. We're getting rid of the racist part of Disney. Okay, we're moving on. All right, we're going to retheme it. They're also going to be retheming the restaurant. What is it called? French Market Restaurant as Tiana's Palace.
Okay.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of weird how this is all lining up. It's like they wanted to make Princess and the Frog like in New Orleans, so they can retheme this. Like, how much planning did they do for this movie?
Even though it took them years after
Yeah.
the movie came out to finally like execute everything.
Yep. So along
Not
with
just years, like a decade and a half.
Yeah.
oh look, Mezzo's coming to the rescue. Aubrey and I will play it together tomorrow. See, we didn't get an invite for that. That's rude. We're probably gonna have coffee together. All right, back to it. Tiana's Palace is going to be a quick service dining restaurant located in the park's New Orleans Square. It's pretty much going to be the same layout. So it will offer authentic New Orleans flavors and expand on current favorites with seasonal flavors. I'm down with this, but what's also getting shut down is the Mint Julep Bar. Kind of where's that? Like on the backside, on the side of the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's going to get shut down too, starting February 17th.
It really pisses me off to no end.
Mint juleps are delicious.
Are you sad about this? Where are you going to get your beignets? What are we going to do?
I'm sure they're still gonna have beignets there. I mean, because but what's funny, that's where I got when I went to the last time I went to Disneyland was during Halloween, and that's where they had the pumpkin spice beignets.
They had pumpkin spice beignets?
Oh yes, and they're delicious.
And you didn't bring one back for us?
No,
you didn't send one to Florida?
He can get one in Florida. Come on.
That is a good point.
I don't really care, but we're good.
Too many carbs.
You guys too many carbs. I don't want that.
I get it. Too many carbs.
I mean,
Tiana's Palace restaurant joins the recently opened Bayou Boutique, Adora's chic boutique featuring Tiana's gourmet secrets and the new Tiana's Bayou Adventure attraction opening in 2024. So the whole I didn't realize, I thought it was just Splash Mountain that's getting rethemed, but they've already started retheming everything. So that's kind of cool. So let's see. As the latest Princess and the Frog inspired flourishes to come to Disneyland resorts, so we're looking at 2024 that it's going to be completely rethemed. The whole New Orleans Square is going to get rethemed by 2024. But the Mint Julep Bar may be reopening alongside Tiana's Palace late in 2023. Oh, so maybe we're going to get some of the restaurants, some of the new food before then. I'm down with that.
We got
now.
We really. Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead. You hit me first.
I was gonna say we really need to plan like a distance nerding Disneyland trip.
Mm-hmm. I'm down with that.
Right.
Now, according to sources today here in Florida, they are going to be closing Splash Mountain, I believe, within a week.
Yep.
And they're going to be starting construction on converting it from the Brer Rabbit theme over to the Princess and Frog theme. So anybody here in Florida or on the East Coast that would like to get their last dose of Splash Mountain, this week is your only opportunity before it is gone forever.
That's right. So get over there and get your last kicks in, your last go ahead and hang out on the racist ride for one last time.
What is more like poo-pooed? Is it Song of the South or is it Star Wars Holiday Special? Like
Song of the South for sure, dude. I'm sorry. The Holiday Special, like again, as much as it sucked and as much as Lucas messed up in making that, again, there's still good things in that. Song of the South, it's horrible, man. Song of the South is just so bad, man. It's so bad. Disney does not want to acknowledge it to a point where, hey, everything comes out of the vault on Disney Plus except for Song of the South.
Right. We're gonna release Disney Plus and everything is gonna be there except for Song of the South.
Yeah. Hey, let me get this next one.
Yeah, all you. Go for
This
it.
is the gaming story I was talking about, so I know this is definitely something that we need to bring up here.
We need your expertise.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. So, back to gaming. Steam Deck officially getting 2023's biggest game. So, we are steaming up with some gaming news. 2023's biggest game is going to be on the Steam Deck. Steam Deck has been a pretty revolutionary device for a lot of gamers. Here's looking at you, Nintendo. It allows people to bring their Steam library with them wherever they go and still get a solid premium experience with the game. Not only can you play indies and other small scale stuff, but you can also play some of the biggest games released today, like God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, and in just a few months, Last of Us Part 1. So, for those who still don't know or you're not clued in, Steam Deck still comes in 3 options. You can get a smaller amount of memory, a decent amount of memory, and a large amount of memory, starting at price points which I believe are $495 and $599 and $699 respectively. And I believe the Steam Deck dock is still on hiatus.
Yeah. Now the higher end one also has integrated memory and has a better graphics card. So I mean, like if you get the one with the higher end memory, you're also getting a performance upgrade as well. So
is Steam Deck affiliated with not like Nintendo, right? It's
no,
it's
Steam. So the Steam Deck is essentially a tiny gaming PC.
Okay,
that's basically how it's supposed to run. So when you activate your Steam account and you're playing your games on your Steam Deck, they run as PC games. It's not like they're set to just one resolution, one speed. I mean, I believe all that stuff is still optional within your device, so you can choose performance or graphics.
Cool.
So I think
Steam is basically just a gaming store, right? So I mean, like it's because Epic Games has their own store. There's a couple of different ones that are out there, but Steam is the largest out of all the things that. Oh, and Blizzard has their own store too. But I mean, like, Steam is the largest platform to buy games on. And it's essentially, like think how there's PlayStation, Xbox, all that kind of stuff right there. Steam is like the PC equivalent, or like Game Pass. Like Steam is the equivalent to that for PC, where you can just buy every game that exists. If it's a game that's on PC, more than likely it's on the Steam library.
Cool.
Yeah, but again, here's looking at you, Nintendo, because that's something to keep up with. But anyway, very soon, what is tracking to be one of the biggest games of 2023, or at the very least one of the biggest, will also join the Steam Deck library. Warner Brothers has confirmed that Hogwarts Legacy will not only be playable but also verified on Steam Deck. This means that it is optimized for the device and should work well on the device. So, with that, we have a Hogopsis.
Synopsis.
Hogwarts Legacy is set roughly 100 years before the events of Harry Potter's time at the school and will allow players the opportunity to play as their own customizable witch or wizard. From there, they'll be able to choose how their story unfolds and walk their own path. Hogwarts Legacy will officially release on February 10th, 2023 for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, PC, and, of course, Steam Deck. An Xbox One and PS4 version will release on April 4th, with a Nintendo Switch version on July 25th.
Holy cow, this is like going to be on everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's one of those games. Now, I didn't know that it was 100 years before. So this takes place in like 1892.
Something like that. But I think the real appeal of the game, honestly, is what's written out right up here. Customizable character. That's what a lot of people look for in gaming nowadays. So I think that's going to make this game, or that's what's going to really make this game hit home for folks. It's like, finally, I can make my own wizard. So yay.
The only thing is that like you get to choose your house, right? And it's like I don't think that I don't like that mechanic. Like I think that you should like with the way that games are nowadays, you know, like your actions choose kind of what path you go on, right? So it's kind of like I feel like there should be a like a pre part of the game, like an early part where your decisions choose what house you go into, instead of you being able to say, "Oh, I want to be a Hufflepuff," you know, like, and you be that I'm going to be a Slytherin, you know, like you like whatever actions that you take in certain things at the beginning of the game choose what house you go into, and that's the path you have to follow.
Or even your own biography. Like they give you like a 10 or 20 question survey at the very beginning. And they give you all these detailed questions depending upon how you answer. That sets you in the house you're going to be in.
Right. I feel like that would make the game a little bit better rather than just letting somebody just choose what house they want to go into.
Yeah.
And then that also makes it kind of cool because like you can answer those questions and do whatever you do at the beginning of the game. And that makes it more exciting when you get to the point where the sorting hat picks what house you go into.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, based on your choices that you chose at the beginning of the game, now you have like that excitement of, well, what house am I going to be chosen to go into?
It should be an interesting title. Given that it's third party and it's going to be on every freaking system known to man, I'm hoping it's not going to be one of those, 10-hour one and done sort of deals. Like I hope there's some real depth to this game and it's worth a replay.
Well, it's supposed to be a pretty in-depth RPG.
Okay.
Question is how in-depth? Like, is it going to be like Cyberpunk level RPG or like, like a Witcher level RPG where every aspect of everything you have a choice on? Or is it going to be, God, what's a less involved RPG?
Is it good? I was gonna ask about that. Like, what is this game? Is it gonna be like Pokemon Go?
No. So it's a role-playing game. The idea is that you probably start off with attributes. You get to choose what attributes that you want your character to start with. Like you want to be able to be stronger in magic or be stronger in potions, or like you have a strength that you kind of lean towards. And essentially as you play and learn how the game plays, you gear your attributes towards your playing style.
Gotcha.
And
cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, like WoW is an MMORPG, right? It's a massive
okay.
RPG. So as you go on, your choices in armor, your choices in weapons, your choices in I want to be faster, I want to be able to have stronger attack speeds, like your choice on whether you want to be a tank or a support, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So like that's what it is in this. It's basically that applied to being a wizard.
Oh, that sounds awesome. So you get, I don't know anything about this game, but like I know me some WoW. So you get to like band together and do things. That's awesome.
And that's why, like, halfway through my little rant right there, I remember, oh, that's right, James used to play WoW. So I can talk about I can talk about this stuff in terms of World of Warcraft and you'll understand it better.
Yeah, because I was lost. Very lost. That's cool. I mean, and you can play on a Steam Deck, so like some kind of handheld device. Like, when are we gonna get WoW on a handheld device? Can you play it on Steam Deck?
So not Steam Deck, but I think the new what was it? The Nvidia one. I think you can play WoW on that.
I have yet to see that. That should be interesting.
Oh no, you know what? No, you can play it on Steam Deck because one of my coworkers, yeah, he plays WoW on Steam Deck. I remember he mentioned that while we were in a meeting. We were talking, like our boss was talking about, I don't mind if you guys have a Nintendo Switch or a Steam Deck or something like that. If you guys are like bored sitting in your van, bust out the game and play something, and my buddy was like, yeah, dude, I bring my Steam Deck with me and I'm just basically playing WoW the entire time.
That's nice.
Getting paid to play WoW. That's funny.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So, okay, are you guys big Harry Potter fans? Is this a game that you're like, I'm interested in this?
I mean, no. I'm not a giant monster nerd, but I'm nerdy enough with Harry Potter. Like, that's actually one of the things me and Jackie discuss all the time is I want to get a Harry Potter kit to build on the show.
like a big ship.
Well, I've done that, right? What's funny is because we had to take the ship down, and it's like
Or
behind
like a clock tower.
the clock tower. Unfortunately, that was the way that 3D puzzle is. It would not make sense for the show. But I mean, like, there's an entire Hogwarts castle kit that they have, and I want to get that and build that, but I think it's like $700. So I mean, I can't afford that. But I mean, like, you know, like I want to do the entire Hogwarts castle and do that on the show. I think that would be an awesome build.
All that means is that everybody needs to buy more Dubby. Everybody needs to buy at least 17 tubs of Dubby each, so young Phil can get his Hogwarts castle.
Or buy us some tacos.
Or buy us tacos, whatever, you know.
Or acknowledge the fact that, watch this, acknowledge the fact that we got merch people.
We got merch people.
Like
You
I
know,
did that.
You know what's funny is I saw that you were getting ready to do that. As soon as you said or the fact, I was like, shit. So like going for like, okay, I need to find brand. I need to go find it. Okay, where's the button? Got to make sure I have all this queued up when he says it because I know he's gonna say it right now.
That
It's
may
sad
have been
that
the
you can
best
read me
segue
like that. It's like I'm becoming predictable here.
ever. Tag team. It's a tag team. That's what it is.
So,
Exactly.
but yeah, we do got merch people. Hats are $35 each or 30 each if you can get multiple hats. Right now, Galaxy Gray is available.
Mhm.
Take a look at that sexiness. They also
Or
got
on
shirts.
Jason's head.
Yes. You also got shirts, and so can you have shirts. DM at Distance Nerding. Get your size and your shirt reserved. $20 if you're local, $25 if we have to ship it to you, $35 if we have to ship it to you in Florida. I'm kidding.
Did I charge you $35 to ship our stuff?
No. I'm just saying you should probably charge any Floridian $35 because if they're coming here to, you know, to move in retirement, then they can obviously afford $35 for the shirt.
Exactly.
and buy the insurance.
afford a
Make sure-
shirt.
Make sure you buy the insurance. Just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and get the insurance because there's no guarantee it's getting to you.
Oh no, it's getting to Florida. It's just no guarantee it's not being taken off of your porch.
Yeah.
Buy a crocodile or alligator.
There's a lot of
Or-
pirates in Florida, but there's especially porch pirates.
Or an Amazon shipping guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Florida, the only place where the Amazon driver takes your stuff.
Oh, and
And
also
doesn't
guys
get
don't
fired.
guys don't forget on Thursdays from 6 to 8 on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, hang out with us as Phil builds a Lego kit and just hang out with some very nerdy friends.
Or Jackie's building a Lego kit.
Yeah, so Jackie is
Jack.
Jack is currently building right now. She is
go.
building the orchid, the Lego orchid. I was excited to build it, but then she suggested that she would build it, and I was like, that's a good idea. You know, so that right there. This Thursday, guys, come and hang out with us from 6 to 8. Jackie's going to be finishing the orchid, and I'm going to be interviewing Hummin H2.
Nice.
Unfamiliar with Hummin H2, if you have seen the pictures from Star Wars Celebration and you have like the big droid, the R2D2 mech that walks around, right? It's been all over social media. That's Hummin H2. If you've seen the latest pictures of that giant hulking juggernaut that's walking around, that's Hummin H2. If you've seen all those videos of the Transformers walking around, Optimus Prime and Megatron and Bumblebee, he has each of those. You've seen
Or the Sentinel.
I was going to say, you've seen the
Yeah.
Sentinel walking around, the big giant cosplay of it. That's all Hummin H2. Dude, he is awesome. He builds these giant, like larger than life cosplays. Like, you've seen a lot of people who have cosplayed as Juggernaut, and it's just like a dude in like, you know, in like a red costume, and it's like kind of looks like the dude from X-Men United, you know, just really bad, and it's not really Juggernaut, right? And then you see him in H2, and he is like a comic book accurate Juggernaut.
Yeah, it's crazy how cool it looks.
Yeah. There's a picture that the picture that I've been using in all of our marketing for this interview is from New York Comic-Con. And basically they had like two NYPD officers next to him, like they were arresting him, and he's just like hulking out. Oh,
It's
and he,
awesome.
and he also is the Hulk. He just busted out the Red Hulk again. Right? But
Yeah,
he's
it's really cool.
He's got a green Hulk.
He was here in Sacramento, right, at Sac Anime
He was Broly
from Dragon Ball Z.
from Dragon Ball Z. He was Broly. He's this giant Broly. It's funny because I messaged him because I was trying to find him at the show because I was trying to I want to stage a picture of Deadpool trying to fight Broly and getting the crap kicked out of him. I'm trying to find him, and he was like, because I was like, usually it takes forever. Like it's easy to find him walking around a con because he's like slow and big, right? You can only move so fast in those big costumes. He was like, yeah, this Broly costume that I have, I'm able to just like kind of move around faster than any other costume I've ever been in. So I was just running all over the place. And I was like, damn it, man. I was looking for Broly. I was literally asking people, has anybody seen Broly? Really big Saiyan. I want to beat the shit out of him. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked, but I mean, still, let's do this.
That's funny. Yeah, it looked really cool. It was funny because like I saw other Brolys posting their outfits, but it was just like them in their outfits, which is cool. Their cosplay looked great too, but like when you compare it to Human H2's and it's like bigger than life, it's crazy. Like yeah, it's next level cosplay that he's doing. So that's cool that you're gonna bring him on. I hope he shows off some of his gear, because that would be super cool.
I think he will. I'm just gonna real quick. Oh, I didn't know he had this cosplay. I was opening up his Instagram. Dude, he's got Omega Red.
What?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's coming. It's coming. I saw that.
He's working on Omega Red. But no, like here's his Broly.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I thought the
guy's
head
good.
was so good. The head
Yeah.
was so good.
Here you
Yeah.
go. Here goes another picture of him as Broly.
There it is.
Wow.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
that is this Thursday?
Awesome. Yeah, this Thursday. Here's him as Juggernaut.
Larger than life. And he's so cool. Like he knows so many of our cosplay friends. Like the Deadpools down in Fresno and
Yeah.
Cindy Rue cosplay that you had on last week. And everybody's just like loves the guy. He's so passionate about what he does. So that's cool. That's awesome.
This is the one that everybody kind of like he said that I want to say this is what he said was his first cosplay too. But this is one of the ones that like he kind of got famous for was the R2D2 Hulkbuster.
That's insane.
Think how big it is. Like that's
I wonder
nuts.
how much it costs in materials to get this stuff together. Not just for the final product, but for like all the failures too. Like all the having to go back to the drawing board for everything. Like I wonder how much that costs.
Yeah, this costume that he has is 7 foot. He's not that tall. He's on stilts in this costume.
Yeah, like every one of them. Well, except for the Broly, has some kind of stilts or something built into it. Dope. That's so cool. So cool.
So badass. Oh man, look at this Thanos.
Pull back just a little bit. There it is.
Well, that's gonna be sick on Thursday.
Yeah. So Humming H2, like I said, guys, real cool guy. Name is Roger. I'm throw that out there, right? Roger's a really cool guy. I've met him before. I actually interviewed him at LA Comic Con, and that was one of the interviews that because of the new mics that we got, the mic sounded completely terrible, and we could not use the interview. So part of the reason why we booked him on the show was because that interview got screwed up. So I was like, hey, dude, come on the show. Let's talk about your costumes. Let's talk about everything. And he was like, yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's
Very
good. So
good.
that's this Thursday. What time? 6 p.m.
6 p.m. guys. So 6 p.m. we're gonna have Humming H2 on the show. We're gonna talk about all of his amazing cosplays because he is blowing up right now. And again, his costume is awesome. His costumes are awesome.
And I think you can go to our YouTube channel right now, right? And set the reminder.
Yes. So you can go to our YouTube channel right now. You can follow or set a reminder to check out that episode.
Awesome. All right. Where did we get through everything? We got through everything.
Yeah, got through everything.
Good to go right here. So before we head out, Force, need your pluggable, sir.
Okie dokie. So if you go to Kyber Cave Productions YouTube channel, you can find a lot of the stuff that I'm doing over there. Got a lot of games going on. Retro Alcove on Mondays that I'm teamed up with Graveyard on, but it's his baby. But we do some stuff on there. On Thursday nights, I'm doing live streaming gaming, also with Graveyard. Freaking ton of fun. We've got Mrs. Fours on there, we got Graveyard on there every so often. We got Phil on there, and James has an open invitation to join us over there if you would like to.
Is that an invitation, good sir?
James has open invitations to a lot of things. He just either ignores it or says that he didn't get an invite even though he did.
I
Also,
like written invitations.
If you're into sabers, I would recommend you go to kybercave.com, get yourself a saber, and then go to saberfont.com to get a lightsaber sound font done by me, Forz FX. And when I'm able to be here, you can find me on Distance Nerding on Tuesdays and some Thursdays. And hey, look at that! Look at the Ranma 1/2 I drew. That's colored
Wow,
pencil.
look at you!
Fun times. And as of this morning, Van over at Kyber Cave has dubbed me the minister of mics. So I ran with that joke.
The minister of mics. I like it.
Hardest working man in show business right now. Look at you go.
I try. Love you guys.
Love you too, man. All right. Well, let's talk about everything else that we got going on, James.
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post.
Now, guys, I tell you, every week, what can you do if you want to help Distance Nerding and you want to see us succeed? Buy us a taco. Join the taco party, ladies and gentlemen. Head over to distancenerding.com. Right in the top left corner, you'll see a little button right there. It'll say buy us a taco. You can buy us a taco. And what does buying a taco do? It helps us get to more cons. It helps us put out more content. It helps us try and entertain you, because that's what we do this for, is trying to entertain you. Keyword try. So ladies and gentlemen, you can connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Friendster, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals. All at Distance Nerding.
I love it. Don't forget, KyberCon 3 is coming right around the corner, February 11th. We'll be there. Come hang with us. Come hang out with so many cool people, including Ark from Kyber Cave and Mezzo in the chat. Or Mezzo, excuse me. I hope you're going to be there too. You better be there. You better be there.
And don't forget, everybody, April 13th, 2023, Forz Invades California.
Yeah.
Forz Tours 2023 is going to be.
Forz Tours.
It's going to be
Oh my
great.
God. Now I need a sticker. I need a sticker of that.
Forz
Tours.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it's got to be, what you have to do is get your 8-bit character and put him in like vacation mode.
Oh, that'd be good.
Like put him in like shorts and put him in Roshi clothes.
Yes, with the Hawaiian shirt.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Put him in Roshi clothes and it says Force Tours under it.
Forz Tours.
I love it. I love it.
You know,
And on that note, we're going to leave it out on win. Thanks, and keep nerding together.
So before we do the dance party, got one more little plug here.
Hi, this is Donatello, the genius of the Ninja Turtles. When we're in the sewer and April and I are alone, you know, kind of canoodling, we laugh our little turtle butts off at the Distance Nerding podcast. Booyakasha!
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, booyakasha. If you've watched the new version of Turtles, that all makes sense. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dance party. Let's get it.
Last time you see him in a uniform. Last time you see him in the Raider uniform. Come
Look
on.
at that loser. Not winning like the Niners.
You should have him on the show. He's doing nothing right now.
Distance nerding.
That's because Brock Purdy is still winning games.
That was pretty rude. Pretty rude.
See everybody on Thursday.